What's happening, guys? Cap over here, and welcome to another league. We're sort of taking over a team that has no hopes whatsoever. Pretty much we're out of the playoffs. This is sort of just, you know, a league to waste a month on. Essentially, I just wanted a league to pick up that doesn't require a lot of my time, and it sort of fits perfectly well with my schedule, because I'll be going back to school when this league ends, and we're not going to be making playoffs. We are 0-5, picking up a team that is just it's definitely something. It's definitely something. So I did a couple transactions. You'll see that next week. This week you'll see this hot piece of trash over here. We're bringing in stuff. So, and we're taking on the 4-1 Chicago Carracostas, coached by Omega Jolteon. If you're familiar with that, that's just because we've gone against them so many times in the SBN. Currently, I think we're like 3-2 with this going against himself. So let's see if I can find the team that he has going for him. Is this a big game? Not really. It's not really such, you know, a game changer. It's sort of just, it's there. It's there. I sort of brought in some mean sets over here, but be sure to smash that like button, sub to channel. If you're lucky, you can become the 200th person to subscribe, which would be fantastic for many different reasons. I'm just going to keep on rambling. Hopefully we can find this document. It's going to be a quick little video. These are ISL videos are just going to be really fast, just because, not just because it's something to upload, but it's just something fun that I can sort of talk a bit about. I sort of want to get back into my game of, you know, really explaining different sets and different things. Sort of more interested in the content that I create rather than just the content that I dish out for no apparent reason. My computer's just going slow right now, so I should probably pull this up. Should have pulled this up way ahead of time. Anywho, we got the team over here. We're going against the Chicago Carracostas. He's got a powerful team. He's got a pretty powerful team. He has the Tapu Koko, Victini, Tornadus T, Keldeo, Mega Sceptile, Registeel, Gligar, Alolan Persian, Kabutops, Garbodor, and Miss Magius, while I have this hot piece of trash over here: Starmie, Mega Manectric, Tyranitar, Delphox, Emboar, Tapu Fini, Ferrothorn, Mr. Mime, Necrozma, Seviper, and Primeape. And yes, I did say Seviper. That's actually on this draft. So, just right away looking at it, if he brings Alolan Persian, I'm in bad trouble, because I don't really have Pokemon that can really take on Alolan Persian, and that allows him to set up with other things, so that's pretty scary. Anyway, I'm bringing in Choice Scarf, Starmie, aka Pew, with Hydro Pump, Ice Beam, Thunderbolt, Psychic. Pretty much KOs a lot of things on his team, plus Analytic is just really nice. We've got Pew, Tyranitar with Chople Berry, Stone Edge, Stealth Rock, Pursuit, Earthquake. If I can get Stealth Rocks up, that would be awesome. That puts everything in range where Starmie could potentially sweep, or Primeape, or Emboar. I have like 2 Choice Scarfers over here, which is pretty lit. We've got Pew with the lefties, Spikes, Leaf Seeds, Jarball, and Knockoff. Pretty much my main goal is to let Starmie really put in some work, because that is the only Pokemon that is really good on this team that sort of makes sense. It also takes on the Tapu Koko fairly well, even with the even Hidden Power Fire, we take 1, which is nice. Then we've got Pew with pretty much just your standard set over here. I didn't take a lot of time to think about this. The only thing that it really did change was like speed EVs and whatnot. Then we've got Pew with the Choice Band, Close Combat, U-Turn, Stone Edge, Ice Punch. I actually did not know I brought Choice Band Primeape. I totally thought it was Choice Scarf. Oh boy, I totally thought it was Choice Scarf. Like, I was 100% convinced. I even played this thing like it was a Choice Scarf Pokemon. Close Combat, U-Turn, Stone Edge, and Ice Punch. Did not. I have 2 Choice Band Pokemon, alright. And then we've got Pew with the Choice Band, Flare Blitz, Superpower, Wild Charge, and Sucker Punch. I did not realize that I brought in 2 Choice Banded users, and yeah, anywho, we'll jump into the match over here. He brought in Sceptile, Tapu Koko, Victini, Keldeo, the Registeel, and Gligar. My initial thought process was, man, Primeape has a really good matchup in this battle. We can U-turn, we can do a lot of damage to a lot of things, so pretty much it's just wearing down his team. Emborg takes out the Registeel, and, you know, Starmie actually has a pretty good matchup once we get rid of the Registeel, which would be fantastic. So I'm gonna lead up with Pew. Simply go for a Sucker Punch, get rid of this Cobble Berry right over here, and that's not too shabby. I'm pretty happy about that. That allows Tyranitar to come in and really, you know, make sure it stays in. I'm gonna switch out right away because I don't want to get to this Dazzle right now, and I can simply just go for a Gyro Ball over here. I figured it's more important for me to get damage on the Tapu Koko rather than set up spikes. That does a mean amount of damage, and I thought he was just gonna over predict, and he doesn't. So I'm gonna send up Pew over here, go for an Ice Punch, make a nice prediction over there, and that does a ton of damage, So I'm gonna go for another Ice Punch over here and get the freeze, because that's how we do it over here. That's how we do it. I'm gonna switch out because I was like, man, I wasn't sure if V-Crate really did stuff, and I'm just gonna go for a Psychic over here, keep on applying pressure. Now I can't stay in just because Dankush will actually one-hit KO me, and he ends up going for the Leaf Storm, KOing me. Simply just probably not good to take those hits. At this moment, I'm like, all right, I can take a I can do some damage over here. I can set up my Stealth Rocks. It's nice. I have the Chopper Berry, but I don't eat it because of that crit. I was like, dang, that crit was huge. So I have to send out my Pew. I was wondering why it did so much damage. And unfortunately, I missed a Hydro Pump on this Registeel, which is bad because I'm analytic. That would have done a lot more damage. And you're gonna over here. It's gonna matter a bit later on down the road. So I make an aggressive play, go right into Pew once more, and I missed another Hydro Pump over here. I'm like, man, 2 out of 2 missing. Fortunately for me, I do hit the third one, and that works out pretty good for me as I'm forced to switch out over here, go right into my Emboar. And he's gonna take it fairly well. Not well, but he's gonna take it. As I'm gonna go right into Pew, as he ends up going for the Dragon Pulse, the D Pulse, and I can just go for a Overheat over here, sort of making a prediction, sorta, just playing the middle ground play, as heats up his berry, which is fantastic for me, and I simply can just go for a Volt Switch over here, go right into my Emboar, and simply sack this thing off. So at this moment, I'm like, oh no, what do I do now? Just gotta go right into Pew, fire off a Hydro Pump, 29%. Now, keep in mind, I did miss that Hydro Pump. That was pretty bad. And now I can just land another Hydro Pump over here. That's analytic boosted once more. And I just sack off my Pew at this moment. So, at this moment, I'm like, wait a minute. Do I actually... Does Starmie win at this point? Because I'm Choice Scarf. I will outspeed even a Choice Scarf Keldeo. I will outspeed Tapu Koko. It's at a range where I can take it down. I pretty much one hit at this range. I pretty much KO his face, make it Skeptile, and the Registeel is in range where I could just keep on spamming Psychics. So I'm like, all right, it's time to send up Pew, and he makes an aggressive switch over here, goes right into his Keldeo, reveals the Papaya Berry, and I'm like, oh. That matters. That really matters, because at this moment, you're going to see over here, he actually lives a Psychic, lands a Seismic Toss, and when I say that was huge, it was huge, because at this moment, we will actually pick up a W over here from the grasp of, I don't know, just from nothing. We managed to pick up a W, and we pick up this team's very first win. So fortunately for us, we do not get punished for having such a garbage team, and next week we're going to be playing with something a bit more that I'm comfortable with, rather than running 2 bands and a Scarf on a Starmie and trying to see what happens. So if you guys enjoyed this video, be sure to smash that like button. It was a quick team builder. I'm probably going to do team builders relatively quick, but we'll see how it goes. I'm pretty sure we're only going to be playing Party Crashers at this point. I'm going to run some pretty cool things. If I keep winning, that's a bonus, but I'm not going to take it that serious. It's pretty much just for fun. And yeah, anywho, thank you so much for watching. Be sure to subscribe and like this video. I was going to say check out Omega Jolteon, but hey, you got a picture over there, so check her out. Peace.